Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mega64 podcast. Tonight we have a special guest joining us, the Invisible Man.
Hello. This is going to be my new look on the podcast.
Can't hear you.
Speak up.
I want to have this look, so if the days I'm not here, you just put this on a mannequin head and no one will know that I'm not here.
What?
Why are you not going to be here?
Because I don't want to be.
I'm actually concerned that you might start taking the microphones and just looting the equipment around here.
I had to shave and I don't.
That's so horrible! Theme song!
Put the mask on.
We're back.
Okay, I apologize. I didn't know we were keeping something under wraps. I wanted to make sure the audio was as crisp.
You sound like my grandma.
He really does.
When I had to go visit her, I went to give her a Christmas present wearing a mask. I can't hear you, Sean. It's like, I'm not taking my mask off.
Now, we can't say why Sean has shaved or why Garrett has shaved
I shaved?
or why I have shaved.
Or why I have shaved.
Yeah, we can't say.
We can't say.
not talking about my face.
It could be for any reason.
My arms could be tired for all sorts of reasons.
Is this the video they shaved for? Is this why their arms were tired?
Isn't that funny? We heard that for I don't know how many years. Is this the skit? Their arms got tired. We told a story on an old podcast that we did a skit and all of our arms hurt.
Which,
our
for
arms were
whatever
tired.
reason, by spoiler alert, it was the flower skit.
Yeah, it was.
And I don't know why we were so. Ooh.
Yeah.
Wait till they get a load of this skit.
Yeah.
You can't say, but when you see this,
Yeah.
woo,
It's
our
the most
arms were
nothing
tired.
video. Yeah.
That is
Our
funny.
wings were barking.
We couldn't tell people about the flower skit.
Yeah, and then it comes out, and nobody gave a shit. It was like, no, guys, it was the flower skit.
Yeah. People kept after it came out, people were still searching. Like, okay. Like it was gonna be a big revelation. Like, okay, this new movie you're working on. So is this you guys your arms get tired in this? Like, is that part of the plot? Maybe it's like no.
You know, thinking about
the flower video we put out 6 months ago that
I think the problem might be us. I think we might just be giant.
What?
Sure.
We were complaining so much about the flower skit.
My arms were really tired, though.
They probably thought we did a skit where we were like bending steel and breaking through walls, and we had fun noodles above our head for like 20 minutes, blowing in the
and
wind.
a lot of times too, our strategy with I could say we had to learn over the years when to and not to apply our strategy of keeping mystery around things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's like cool, like, oh, there's something coming and we'll put mystery around it and then it pays off. And then sometimes you do it for something like the flower video. And it's like, so you guys are just like blowing around town and you fall down. Yeah, okay.
The older I get, the more I think it's never cool. The air of mystery. I think when we were like 18 doing the air of mystery thing, we thought we were cool. And now I'm like, we're not this cool.
Yeah.
We're not cool enough to be this mysterious. Who are we? Nobody gives a shit.
The mystique.
The level of mystery we have about our stuff.
But you know what? Lesson I learned I remember watching Behind the Music Kid Rock.
This is going to be a good lesson.
And I remember him or somebody who knows Kid Rock. Either way, maybe it was Joe C. He said,
a well-learned lesson.
yeah, that the reason why he was as big as he was is he acted like he was shit, so everyone believed it.
Oh.
So
yeah.
maybe there's something to be
Because
said.
I feel like you tell a version of that sentiment on every podcast
Yeah?
in some different way.
Because
are?
faking confidence is the same
I tell
as
a Kid Rock
having
Starting to
story on every
dismantle the
podcast.
Rocco MO.
You could use the allegory of Michael Jackson calling himself the king of pop, and then the rest of the world did it as well. Yeah.
No, I'm not calling myself the king of vids.
By the way, so
can't.
was that
Go
how,
ahead.
was that how Joe C got so big? You said Joe C said that.
No, he said that about his friend Kid Rock. Those were his last words before he passed.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is how Kid Rock became the greatest rock star of all time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Faking it.
His last name's Rock.
Faking
Yeah,
it.
you're
Yeah.
right. He had to.
Have you seen
I
him
mean,
shoot a
for
Chinese
crying out loud,
microwave?
he's just a kid, and they still like him.
Let's talk about music. What was the last badass Kid Rock song that you heard that you can remember?
That one that is at every single karaoke bar that they play. Him and Sheryl Crow do a duet together.
Ugh.
I don't know.
You know what I'm
that
talking
song.
about?
And we were
Yeah, but I can't
smoking
remember what it
funny
was.
things.
Yeah, I can't remember how it goes either, but it's like, it's garbage.
Wait, I said badass.
That doesn't.
But
I
that's
can't
a-
remember it, and
Yeah.
it's garbage.
Oh, badass. Oh, they said ass bad. Sorry.
Oh. All right. Well,
I think it was American Badass.
That's probably the most badass song out there. Yeah.
I
dude,
just-
no, I think, to be real, nothing tops Ball with the Ball.
I agree.
And then in parentheses, the rest of the title, da bang, biggie, diggy, diggy, said the boogie, to
See,
jump.
I don't even like that as a. I don't even like that song as a joke.
Yeah, you know that was that was
Yeah.
one that when it came out I was
No.
tired of real quick.
No,
The name bothered me.
Dude.
No, you know what? When Ball with the Ball came out for the first time, I remember being like, "What is gonna happen?" And then he comes out with flames behind him and says his name. Fuck yeah,
Dude, and
Yeah.
it starts to fade in from far away.
Yeah.
Ball with the ball, da bang, diggy. And dude, I start to tingle. Still to this day, when Ball with the Ball comes on, I start to percolate, dude. And Sean's right. When he announces his name, my name is Kid Rock, and then it explodes,
Yeah.
I'm there. I'm
Like,
there. That
I'm-
song rules. I'm
No,
sorry. Sorry to commandeer the podcast.
I was
No,
never
I like
into
it.
wrestling, but that is how you make an entrance, right? That's like a wrestler's entrance where like it comes up and then the wrestler stands there and goes like this with their hair, like, whoa, and then flames. Like that's what they do.
We're not going to make this a wrestling podcast, but I will say if at WrestleMania 21, out of nowhere, Ball with the Ball starts playing and Kid Rock comes out,
Yeah.
I'm rooting for Kid Rock.
Yeah, absolutely.
Regardless of anything I thought about Kid Rock up until that point, all transgressions forgiven.
Well, let me just say, and I'm being dead serious when I say this.
Yeah.
The greatest Kid Rock moment ever. I know this show fizzled into
Silicon Valley.
into obscurity. Ended with the biggest whimper I've ever seen a TV show go out on. But man, the opening of the show Silicon Valley was so good.
Yep.
Where
Yeah.
he's doing a Kid Rock concert and it cuts to 4 people watching him and he goes, "Fuck these people."
I remember I watched that with my dad when it debuted, and I was 5 minutes in, and I I thought of you, Rocco.
Yeah.
And specifically, I thought I came in the next day and I
You
said,
did.
watch that episode, and you will know whether you like it or not.
Yeah, you
said
were
this-
like, can you at least watch the first 5 minutes? I don't know. I don't care if you watch the right. Can you at least watch the first 5
You
minutes?
showed
I'm like,
both me
okay.
and Rocco.
Yeah.
And then we saw that intro. I'm like, I'm watching the show. And we did. We watched
Yeah.
the entire show.
You guys watched it longer than I did.
We did.
I
Yeah.
only saw season 1.
Yeah,
I made it
stuck
into
with it
2.
until the end. What was it? 6 seasons.
It was.
Yeah, it
Holy
went.
shit!
I have never seen a show not need 6 seasons more than Silicon Valley. After season 2, arguably 3, that statement was made.
Yeah.
It was like, oh man, they made an app, and then it went. I think Mike Judge left after 3 or 4, and so you can imagine how that show.
Yeah, I
was
never
at that point.
watched the last season. I was just
No.
once the season finale of season 5, I was like, I'm done with this.
How do you feel about a show going on after the creator leaves?
Um,
Yay or nay?
Most of the time, nay, but sometimes you can pull it out. I think we're talking about the Wonder Years.
Yeah, Wonder Years is a weird anomaly. I don't know if you knew this, Derek. I was just talking with them
I
about
don't know
this
who made
other
the
day.
Wonder Years. Kevin Arnold?
Yeah,
Yeah, that too.
Based on his own life?
that show had its own co-creators, and after the first season, which is not only like 8 episodes,
I think
or something,
6. It's 6 episodes.
that first season is I'm not saying it's bad, but it's especially mopey.
Huh.
And
Okay.
those creators got into huge arguments over the future of the show and left. And their message was like, well, that's the end of that show. Wonder Years is over. We're done with it. Good luck. And the best episodes of that show follow that first season. I mean, like, it is only better after those guys left.
Yeah.
That is the only one I can think of where the creators left and it got better. I can't think of any other example.
Yeah, I can't either.
Idea
Usually
for a
that's-
TV show.
What's
The
that?
Wonder Years 2.
Mm.
I thought they already
And
announced
it takes place. It features a kid who grows up watching the Wonder Years on TV.
Oh, that could be me.
That's it.
Yeah.
90s show. 90s
Yeah.
kids.
Oh, that's it. It doesn't like have like current Marilyn Manson, like grown up Paul. And it's like
That
a whole
wasn't-
backstory.
Oh yeah, he could be the dad.
yeah, it like
him.
reveals that
Yeah.
he's
Not only
he has a
is
son
he
now.
in it, yes,
Yeah.
but there's an episode where they catch the kid listening to Marilyn Manson.
Oh,
and
yeah.
and that guy has to talk to his son about it.
It'll
Yeah.
be meta.
Like, hey, this music is scary. This guy,
nothing
he
Interscope.
says some
This
stuff, dude. And
can't get
I don't
behind
know,
this label, son.
Satan. I don't know what this is about.
Son, I want you to keep your ribs, no matter what anyone tells you.
Son,
Stay away from the surgeon.
this is wonder. We're living in the wonder years. You're listening to this guy sucking his own dick, eating his own shit.
beautiful
about?
people, son.
Son.
Marilyn Manson rules.
Yeah, he's pretty cool, dude.
I never really listened to Marilyn Manson. I always wanted to like get into it.
I did.
Yeah, same
I
here.
did
Is
in
it-
like 7th grade.
Is it too late, or is it still like? Are
No,
there
dude.
still like cool Marilyn Manson albums?
No.
Not really, but
He doesn't have like one good one that's still a
His
band.
first one, I
I like
guess.
them. I like them. There's some albums and some songs I really like, but they're not cool.
You know, like I was a Weezer fan, and if you're like, I never listened to Weezer, I want to get into them now in 2021. I'll tell you what Weezer album to listen to, and I'm not gonna say like the greatest band on earth, but this is the one to listen to. Still
Yeah.
kind of holds up.
I think Antichrist Superstar would be the
Green
one.
album.
That was where he peaked for me, yeah. But everyone got into him with the Sweet Dreams cover.
Yeah.
So I would go
Antichrist
I would start with Smells
Superstar,
Like
yeah.
Children, Derek.
So I'm gonna write this down. Antichrist
name of the album?
Superstar. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You know.
You're
I
going
mean,
with Sean's recommendation. then?
I swear to God, and Kevin brought this up recently
not
in
hear
this product, but I would listen to Marilyn Manson and eat Raven's Revenge candy and have like a black tongue and think that I was cool.
No, that's fucking gone.
That's what I did.
Can we have a session where we do that together now as grown-ups?
You got it. Kevin, out of nowhere, mentioned Raven's Revenge, and it since memory brought it all back. I totally forgot about that candy that I bought at Hot Topic for the record.
That's the only place I could find it.
And it would stain your mouth. If those of you don't know, it was like this test tube thing that would just stain your mouth a color. And I always got the black one, and it wasn't very good, but your mouth was black. I don't know.
Old black mouth.
It was
Spooky.
cool. So
I
yeah,
remember-
imagine how cool I was.
A girl I dated in high school wouldn't go into Hot Topic. Like we went there, and she was like, I won't go in.
Whoa.
Damn.
It was like the threshold of a house with a vampire. It was like
house.
she's like, I can't go in here.
Well, back
I can't
then,
go in.
the entrance was scary.
Yeah, it was kind of and it was all like
Iron.
Marilyn Manson kind of shit. They definitely had a gothy era, I guess. But like
Yeah.
I was there, I was like picking up a Dragon Ball Z shirt.
Question, and you may not know the answer, but serious question.
Yeah.
How would she feel about going into Spencer Gifts?
I don't know.
Ooh.
I can't tell you.
I used to go.
Because I always thought Hot Topic was this, scary, got
Yeah.
stuff. Oh, Spencer Gifts, haha, funny. Wow, lava lamps. And then you go in,
Worse.
sex toys and
Yeah.
bongs all over the back half of the store that
Yeah.
you can't see from the front of the store.
Yeah.
We used to. I don't know why, but I remember going to the mall to go shopping with my family, and we just go to all these stores. And Spencer Gifts was always one of the stores we go to, and I'd always go to the back and find the posters because there was like posters of the girls like in the smallest bikinis ever.
Yeah.
Legitimately, I'm going to get nostalgic. When I really think about being in Spencer Gifts in the 90s, I almost tear up. It was like such a special store in the
I get
mall.
practical jokes and stuff there.
What?
I get like practical jokes or like the hand buzzers.
Yeah, like the
and-
fake poop
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, it felt like a store that it was okay for me to go into, but
Yes.
my parents didn't know that it
Yeah.
was actually not okay for me to go into, and I knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was such a, they would be like, yeah, go into Spencer Gifts, we're going to go somewhere else. And I'm like, I love Spencer Gifts.
One of my favorite comedians, Gary Goldman, has a like exactly this Spencer's Gifts joke, and it's like, yeah, like where can I find Sesame Street stuff and a butt plug at Spencer's Gifts? It's like, why is it all there? Like it's so weird.
See, that's funny. I was never a Spencer Gifts guy. That wasn't my thing. I wanted like video game and movie stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
for me, Suncoast was
Yeah.
like.
Oh,
that
I
was-
love
Absolutely.
that.
I just
Love
wanted to be
Suncoast,
there.
yeah.
Of course, there's always GameStop and there was whatever, but they had video games in a few different places. But Suncoast was its own
Let me break it
thing.
down. 15-year-old me at the mall. I'm going to Suncoast Video.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to EB Games,
Planet X.
Electronic Boutique, GameStop, whatever it turned into. Yeah, Planet X.
Yeah, at one
Yeah.
point it was called Planet X.
Yeah.
What
Great
the hell?
name.
I'm going to Cinnabon and Sbarro Pizza.
Yeah.
I'm going to Spencer Gifts.
Hot Topic.
I might walk by Hot Topic.
I go
might be
and
too
then
scared
did
to
you ever
in.
go to a store called
I was
Euphoria?
just gonna say,
Oh,
do you-
yeah,
I went to Euphoria.
Euphoria or Euphoria 2?
Because
There's
Euphoria
two
had
of
like
them.
South Park stuff.
I never went to
Yeah.
Euphoria, but I'll date myself. I'm the old guy. Even when I was way too old to be doing this, KB Toys. Just got to pop in there. Just got to see
What's doing?
See what's doing in the
But-
figure aisle.
But you know what I do have to say about KB Toys? I always see a lot of nostalgia for them. Like, oh, remember the good old days? KB Toys. Oh, and then every now and then you'll see an article, KB Toys might be coming back. Oh, it's coming back.
Yeah.
How quickly people forget. KB Toys was always the most expensive.
By
Oh, yeah.
$1 million.
Yeah, because it was considered, it was almost like a convenience thing. Like, hey, they're in the mall, so you'll pay a little bit more, instead of driving to a toy store,
And
or Toys R Us.
But
I loved going there. That doesn't change the fact that I loved going
if
there.
KB Toys came back, this is why we don't need KB Toys. It would be exactly like GameStop
Yeah.
with 3 extra aisles in the back of the store. That is the Walmart toy section.
Yeah.
That
Sure.
would be KB
Yep.
Toys today.
Yep.
I remember going to KB Toys to get my original Nintendo and buy games there, and they had every Nintendo game like hung up on the wall behind the counter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was one of those like half octagonal, whatever, stop sign, geometric counters. Very
Yeah.
much like what they have at GameStop sometimes. I don't know. I feel like the closest thing to KB Toys is GameStop.
You know that?
Yeah.
That was my first retail job.
Yes.
Was KB Toys?
Really? Yeah,
At-
I think you
at the
mentioned that
mall
Yeah,
here?
years
you had to
ago.
sell
One more.
batteries to everybody.
Oh, I hated it. Yeah, always upselling batteries.
That's why I guarantee I've met you before I met you.
Oh, sure. Because
I
you,
guarantee.
you came into our local mall and yeah,
Yeah.
asked to see a video game behind that glass. It was fun. I can't imagine it'd be better or worse than
I
working
just-
at GameStop.
all I
think it'd be
remember
the
was-
same.
Kids would come in and just like destroy the store and everything off the shelves.
Yeah.
So that must have been your job to put this stuff back on the shelves.
yeah.
It sounds like a terrible job.
Well, and that's what I want to say was, even though I have I had some beef as a kid with KBs because every time I wanted something, it was like $2 more there, and but I loved going there, and I will say, it really is. If you could go there today, the one thing, Derek, I think you're totally right about what it would be if it came back. But the one thing that it was different, and I think you would be stunned if you could time travel back to one. If you remember how cavernous KB Toys were, those aisles were packed with so many action figures
Oh yeah.
of things
Yeah.
that it almost blotted out the light above it. Like, seriously, like stuff piled all the way up. And that's one thing, like Walmart or Target or whatever, they still have toy aisles with a bunch of stuff, but they're not quite as stocked as they used to be. And trends are different. Like, it used to be the only thing a kid would ever want is an action figure or a toy. You know what I mean? And now there's options. There's video games, there's tablets, there's this, there's that, whatever. But those aisles were so packed with stuff.
Walmart or Target might have like 5 or 6 aisles of toys.
Yeah.
KB had 3, if I remember correctly.
Ours did. Yeah. It was girls, boys, and then stuff.
And then it went way the fuck back
Yeah.
where it all kind of like they all connected on the
Yeah.
other side too. So
Yeah.
those aisles were like twice as stocked. As,
Yeah.
There would be
as a
old
modern
shit.
day
I
store.
found like ancient toys from the 80s that would just be
Yeah,
hidden and
they'd
under
still
a
be
shelf.
there.
And it's like, yeah, no one's going to buy it, but we can't zero it out of the computer. Stack it up. It was always
Yeah.
stack shit to the ceiling.
Oh, I
block
feel
out
like
the sun.
I feel like 20 years of my life, I could find the Hoth Rebel Trooper from Star Wars, no matter what year it came out. That was still in ready supply any time of my life. But I remember finding, Derek, you brought up Coneheads a couple months ago, and I remember going to a KB's and finding Conehead stuff years after that movie came out. Like, they still have this.
Coneheads
Like,
is so good.
where did this come from? But it really is interesting, like I said, if you go to Target now, they'll have Star Wars action figures, and they will at Walmart too. And they might have a good amount of them, but they might also be out sometimes. And it really is trippy sometimes looking at pictures of Toys R Us or KB's or wherever in the 90s, how it would be like a 8 figures deep wall, like a wall of the, you know what I mean? Like just absolutely thick with those. They don't stock them like that like they used to, and it probably makes no sense.
Yeah,
to me.
earthquake hazard. You can't
Yeah.
kill
Yeah.
kids.
But also, like, why make that many to just sit there? You know, I'm sure that was probably a mistake to do that back then. But,
You know,
it's just
speaking
interesting.
of
No
toys
online,
from the
though.
80s,
Yeah,
the only
that's
place
true.
that's kind of like that now here in San Diego are the comic book stores.
Yeah.
Where you see like, wow, Spawn the movie action figures.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe, He-Man, and they're unopened and they're just on the
Yep,
wall.
yep.
Like you could pick them up and take them up to the counter and buy them.
Yeah. That
And
could be
like
fun.
all of those stores in San Diego closed this year because of COVID.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, comic book stores got rocked. Everybody talks about music venues and
Yeah.
restaurants.
I haven't even thought about this.
Nobody talks about how the comic book industry got rocked because nobody was going to comic book stores to begin with.
Damn.
Yeah, it
And
was
then
already
COVID
slowing.
happened,
Yeah.
and now they're just all out of
Well,
business.
well, I know, Derek. I know that at the beginning of all this, like we're talking like back in March last year, I remember Diamond Distribution, who is like the major lifeline of all these comic stores. They order from them. I remember even they, like, as soon as everything shut down, they went, yeah, we might be gone. That might be it. I think that's it. I don't remember if they actually did shut down.
Garrett,
I think they did. It was Marvel
think-
and DC had all their eggs in the Diamond basket.
Yeah.
And Diamond could not keep up with distribution because of the vaccine.
I just remember people saying, like, well, that shows you what a thin line that whole industry was on. That the
Comics-
moment something bad happened, that's it.
as far as I know, and we have fans out there who are in the comic book industry who are killing it. So correct me if I'm wrong. There's not a lot of money to be made. There's not a lot of millionaires being made in the comic book industry. I feel like it's a labor of love.
Yeah.
Like you kind of skate by paying your bills, but
yeah.
you know, you're an artist and you get to tell these stories and you get to do crazy stuff, you know, because there's less money involved.
Yeah.
Crazier ideas get
Yeah.
greenlit. So there's amazing, cool comics out there, but yeah, it's kind of like on thin ice.
With the
Yeah.
comic book store stuff too, like I know that like so Beckett has gotten so far into DC Comics that like he's mentioned things that I've never even heard of what you're talking about. Like I don't know what any of this stuff is, but he's like way in. But like I was looking into it, and I guess there's like a DC Universe app where all the comics are just on this app, so you can just read them at any time.
Yep.
Which I thought like that's cool. Maybe I should get that for him. I don't know, whatever. But then I thought, like, yo, comic book stores must fucking hate this. Like, who needs to go to a comic book store anymore? Now I have everything at my fingertips. Like, that sucks for comics and stuff or whatever.
Last couple of years of going to my local comic book store, the front wall has turned into a bigger and bigger Funko Pop display.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the same thing with GameStops. It's like it's turned into the big toy store that kind of went away when Toys R Us went out of business.
The only thing, the saving grace, and what's actually cool about it is comics is an art form.
Yeah.
So it'll never fully go away. So as
there'll
this
be demand
stuff,
for it.
you know, 2020 will go down in history as producing some of the rarest comics of all time because everything was closed and everybody was worried about other stuff. Only the diehard comic fans kept on collecting during the pandemic.
I've still been picking up my books. My place is still in business, thankfully.
It's basically a good era for collectors, but a bad era for the business
The
side
industry
of it.
side. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard from there's someone I know with some inner workings on things with Disney and their comics. You know, because they own Marvel at this point. They own Marvel and Star Wars, and there are a ton of Star Wars comics.
Oh, it's huge. Yeah.
But I've even heard kind of like behind the scenes, those don't make it. Like Disney does not. They barely make anything on those comics. You know what I mean? Like that's not. They've got way bigger fish to fry. And so that's like not something they even look at as like, oh yeah, that's a moneymaker. What I've heard is they keep it alive because it's like really good word of like it's
the fan base.
It's a loss leader. It's Marvel fans they'll be talking about this. They'll be talking about that. It's almost like promotion. You know what I mean? Like by putting this out, we feed a really rabid fan
Marvel
base, and
fans.
they look at it as like just a net positive in that way. Versus,
I would
like,
agree that Marvel fans think comics are important.
Yeah,
I would wager they'd be mad if
probably.
the comics went
Yeah,
away. But also,
yeah.
Disney probably doesn't make a lot of money on comics. Comics aren't that crazy expensive to make because you're just printing stuff
Print
on
is
paper.
cheap, right?
And every once in a while, you get this collector's item. So I think it was a Marvel 80th anniversary edition. They did something like 25 different covers for this. But there was one that you could only get at the Disney convention, the D23. within a week, the week it was released, that thing was going for $200.
Yeah.
And it was a $10 magazine, you know?
Yeah.
That's kind of what they have at their fingertips, what they can create collector-wise.
What was on the cover of that one?
I think it was Mickey Mouse presenting a birthday cake to the Marvel characters.
Oh, yeah. There was something. I thought we talked about that a long time ago where I almost I had it and I was like, nah, I don't need that. And then I found out later it was like, oh, that was
Every
worth
cover
a
had
ton.
some different iconic thing from Marvel, but since Disney owns Marvel, there was only one where they put Mickey Mouse on the cover, and that was the one at D23.
And that was arguably hardest
the
one to get, probably.
That's the one everybody wants.
See, I would have made that a whole comic story where all the Marvel characters have to kill Mickey. Like Mickey, hey, I own you guys now. And they're like, what are you talking about? Like they pull a kind of meta Twin Peaks kind of thing. And it's like, they got to fight him.
Make their own
and
destiny.
they don't know what their relationship to him is, but he's unbeatable. Even like Thanos joins in like, yo, I can't kill this bitch. Like, it's not happening. You know,
Hey,
what do you do?
Speaking
Steamboat
of
War.
comics
Yeah.
and stuff like that, maybe you guys can help me because I tried watching WandaVision.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we don't need
I'm
to
not
go
going to be able
into
to
it.
help you.
I
I
turned
watched
it
it.
on and I'm like, yeah, I haven't really watched any of these movies, but I'll watch. I love The
Yeah.
Mandalorian. I'll give this a shot. I don't know what the fuck is happening at all. And so I'm like, is this like supposed to be confusing? Because I get it's like a 50s TV show,
Yeah.
but I don't.
You don't know anything yet.
So I'm not supposed to know.
No.
No,
'Cause
I don't know
I
anything
am
either.
scared.
No
that I
one
was like-
knows anything.
Okay.
It's a cute 50s sitcom.
Yeah.
But I really liked it, to be honest. I felt like it was a sitcom by David Lynch.
Sure.
Like it's like they filmed it like a cute 50s sitcom.
Yeah.
Right.
But there's clearly like something wrong.
Okay. Because
But we don't know anything beyond
then
that.
I'm fine with it. And
Yeah.
I wasn't hating it, but I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm supposed to know, and I don't
Yeah.
get anything. So
And
that's
hey,
fine.
I
It's supposed to be.
I think that will hold the show back because, or I don't know how to word that. Like, I know a lot of people saying the same thing as you, Sean, where they're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to know going into this, or I don't know if I'm missing something, or I don't know. And it's like, no, you actually don't. Like, all you need to know is what you're watching. Like, but I think Marvel has the Marvel movies and how they're so interconnected and all that stuff. It's kind of perpetuated this culture of like, okay, what is this connected to? What do I need to watch first? What do I need to
Right. Which is like, did I miss something about her? I don't know.
But I mean, you would know these characters because they've been in other stuff. You'd know them, but there isn't something going on that's like inherently like, oh, you should have watched this.
Well, I'm fine with
don't
like
know
a
any-
sci-fi type show.
Yeah.
You know, that's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Do you know what happened to these characters in like Endgame or Infinity War? Or
I
any of
know
that stuff?
nothing.
Okay.
I think I walked in the living room once and some guy was snapped away, but I don't know if that's true or not. That could not have
I
been.
think it was more than one guy.
I think you
Yeah.
mean sucked away. Like they,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. He turned it in ashes to ashes or something. I don't,
That's what he says. And dust to dust.
But I actually,
away.
something that I liked about it, though, Sean, I will say is, I thought it was cute and fun. Like I thought it was just
Yeah.
like a neat whatever. But I give them credit that they're letting this play out
Mhm.
because I already know people who are like, just get to whatever this is about. Just get to, and I think most shows would have done that. Like maybe they would have done this concept for the first half of the first episode, and
Right.
then like, here's what's really going on. And I actually give them credit that we've seen 2 episodes and we're still, you know what I mean? Like they kind of like whatever this weird concept is, they're sticking to it as opposed to just rushing through to the point.
Right.
Yeah, they've
You
only
know what I
given you
mean?
glimpses.
Yeah.
They've given you maybe like 2 glimpses
They're
an episode of
yeah,
what's
they're
going
actually
on.
like building a mystery rather
Yeah.
than going like, ha, psych, here's what's happening. You know, I actually thought that was kind of
This
cool.
is called WandaVision?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is this the thing with the red-faced man?
Yes.
That's Vision.
Yes.
I saw that getting posted all over the internet.
Mhm.
And then independently, I saw people just posting, I've been watching WandaVision. And I thought Wanda Sykes had a new TV show.
Yeah.
And I was avoiding anything to do with WandaVision. Because I was like, why does everybody care about Wanda Sykes? I might have, I
funny?
will look this up.
Look it up.
Now that I know Wanda Sykes is not involved.
Not yet. She could show up later.
Oh, no.
She could be the
Wait,
villain.
do we know why it's called WandaVision?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. So it's not Wanda Sykes. Yes.
Yeah. There's another Wanda.
There have been a lot of comedic actors showing up in it, so maybe
Kind of like
Wanda's
what they did
around
in
the corner.
Mandalorian. Really.
Nothing
Yeah.
against Wanda Sykes. But if she's in something called WandaVision.
She's not my favorite comedian.
It's like when Snoop Dogg had Snoop Vizzle Televizzle, or what was it called?
Doggy Fizzle Television.
Yeah, where it's like something
20 years
TV
ago.
or something. Yeah, it's always like, you took the whole TV?
That was like 15 years ago. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I saw a thing on Twitter that said Trogdor the Burninator is 18 years old.
Wow.
Strong bad. Home star runner, 18 years old.
And now Flash is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They killed Flash in December.
It lived to be 18 and
But you know what? It was already
more.
useless and dead because in 2007, they asked Steve Jobs, why doesn't the iPhone have Flash? Because that was a big part of the internet.
sure.
But and the internet was fully on the iPhone. It was like,
Right.
whoa, you can get the internet, but why no Flash? And Steve Jobs said, Flash is dead.
Oh.
He said it in 2007.
He predicted it.
So you know what? In my mind, it was already gone.
So can you not play Flash stuff anymore?
They're not officially supporting it in any programs anymore.
So if I play a Flash video on Google, it won't run?
They'll fine you. No, I mean, any updated program probably won't play it, but I'm
Dang.
sure there's something. I mean,
If you had
there's gotta
something
What about all my
old-
Flash cartoons?
yeah, I don't know. I didn't even think
Dead.
about that.
Newgrounds, man.
Shit.
Gone.
Or stick figure.
We should have converted, Derek. We should have converted
Kung
your
Fu.
Smash Brothers mod into HTML5.
Damn, dude. Yeah, I made a fully functional Smash Brothers Flash game.
Yeah.
yeah.
High
the
school,
forums.
and you can't even play it anymore. Yeah,
Wasn't it
You
Donkey
could,
Kong
You could play
versus
Link
Link?
or Donkey Kong, either one. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
That game made me laugh so hard I was crying when Derek made this Flash game. I feel like it used to be on our website.
Yeah, maybe.
It probably was.
I have it
Yeah.
on my computer.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
You can't play it.
I know I do somewhere, but it was just pick a fighter, and you'd pick like, okay, Donkey Kong, and you would just see,
Well, allow me.
yeah,
It was very crude animations of Donkey Kong
Yeah.
and Link,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
just buttons. I mean, this is so stupid. And then you just click a button, and they gruesomely kill one, and it resets.
that's it. In
That's
1
it.
second, blah, dead.
But I think it had like the greatest like animated opening. Smash Brothers, Donkey Kong, Link. Who do you choose? Smash
Yeah.
Brothers.
It was so
Yeah,
funny.
That's my
And
style.
and what was great was Link would just come out and stab him, and that's it. But then what killed me was Donkey Kong would split into 3 Donkey Kongs and kill him.
Oh yeah, Triforce technique.
Triform technique.
Triform, because I was
which-
so into DBZ.
Yeah,
it was
remember
modeled after
Tien
Tien.
would do the Triform technique or whoever.
I made Donkey Kong
Holy
like
shit.
Tien.
Yeah.
I wrote, by the way, I used to be a creative person, and I used to be funny.
Yeah.
And when we were doing
What
Mega
happened?
64 in high school, before we knew what Mega 64 was going to be, I wrote a fucking movie.
Yeah.
What was it called?
It was
Saving
like
Private
Saving
Smash
Private
Brothers?
Ryan. Yeah.
Saving Private Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
And it was a holy fucking shit. I wish I could find this script. It was
Oh,
a
you do? You
parody of Saving Private Ryan, the D-Day invasion scene.
Yeah.
But all the characters were Nintendo characters.
Oh, of course.
From Smash Brothers. And it was so fucking funny because they work as a platoon trying to just work their way up this beach, I presume against Nazis, whatever. I don't know who the enemies were. And they just keep dying gruesomely, but their morale is so big. So it's like, oh, fuck, dude. Donkey Kong got his fucking brains blown out. Yoshi, it's all on you. Go. And then Yoshi goes and fucking like swallows a grenade and blows up. Fuck, dude, who the fuck is that? Link, we need you. And then Link goes out with his sword, but he gets like blowtorched to death. It was so high school bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a work of art. It was like a fucking gory video game symphony.
Yeah.
I just remembered this thing existed. Anyways, I wrote that for Mega 64 thinking that might be something we would film.
Yeah. Like
And
we
I-
had a million ideas of just like
Yeah.
shorts.
Yeah,
or
and I wrote
whatever.
another script. These were all written on like note paper of like Sonic the Hedgehog working in an old folks home.
I
Yeah.
don't remember this one.
That sounds like a skit.
Saving
G4
Private Ryan, I
would've done.
definitely remember.
It was so stupid. It was basically old folks move really slow, but Sonic moves really fast.
Oh, classic.
I wish.
Well, Derek, I remember we had another one that was like it was Fight Club, but it was Punch Out or something. Like it was equally like cringy.
We had it was like Fight Club, but it was Midnight Club.
That was a different one. There were 2.
Well, Well, I remember, yeah, we wrote this one about Midnight Club, but it was kind of like a secret club,
Yeah.
you know, but the guy kept missing it.
Yes. No,
he was
that
like,
one,
no, it's Midnight Club. You're
Yeah.
late. It's like 12:05. They left.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's
God.
funny. It's funny you mentioned you wish you could find the script for Saving Private Smash Brothers. If it ever had anything to do with Mega64, I cataloged it and organized it.
Wow.
And I'm 99% sure it's in my office.
Well,
right
if you
Shut
have
up.
it, you can bring it out and we can do a live table reading
Yes.
of it on next week's show.
Yeah, I'll look through my stuff
Okay.
and see.
We
But
can
I'm-
assign a role to everybody here and we can
Yeah.
read Saving Private Smash Brothers.
That
be
would
great.
be,
I'm,
that
I'm
would
like
be an event.
80% sure I know where it is. But
No way.
yeah.
Wow.
I have like all our version 1 scripts and other stuff like in one spot. Like anything from that time is
The
I'm
golden
pack
era.
rat with this stuff. Like I don't play
You can
around.
see me at my peak. You ever feel like you peaked creatively in high school? Anybody out there feel that
No.
way?
No.
no.
Damn,
The road's far.
That's when I.
I
That's when
peaked
started
being
making
Got long to
cool
travel.
back when I was in Marilyn Manson. That's when I was.
Yeah,
at
I
my
peaked.
coolest.
I peaked maturity back then, but not creatively.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I remember I had a cassette tape back to Marilyn Manson when I had a cassette tape that I would listen to, and one side was Marilyn Manson, the other side was Weird Al,
Yeah.
depending on my mood.
Ooh,
So I remember like
the yin and yang of Sean.
I remember like having like these like you remember the alien sunglasses?
Yes.
I had like those, and like my hair was long, and I wore this corduroy jacket. And I remember staying at my like uncle's house at barbecue, just like no one gets me. No one fucking gets me. And then my
kind of tape are you
uncle
listening
came up
to?
to me and was like, wait, listen to Sean. He grabbed it. And I remember like, oh, no, because it was the Weird Al side, which
Oh.
wasn't cool. And it was like, you put it on, it was like, living in the fridge. It's like, oh, fuck. I don't
Living
look
in the
cool, but
fridge.
no one gets me though.
They couldn't get you. You're a tortured soul.
Yeah.
Living in the fridge. That's a good one.
Yeah. So there you go.
I think we saw him do that when we saw him live. Maybe I don't remember.
Oh.
There's a really funny gag. He never did a full music. We're on Weird Al talk now. He never did a full music video for Living in the Fridge, but he did like a segment of one for his Weird Al show that he had
Oh.
on CBS. Like they would flip through the channels and see different stuff. And he did like a piece of a music video for that song. And do you remember there was an Aerosmith video? Was it Living on the Edge? Was
Yeah,
it that song?
it was
where
that
he was
song.
like naked? Do you remember he's like in the
Even
shadows?
Tyler
but
was
he-
naked.
But he puts his he has
Yes.
his hands over his crotch. Do you remember?
It's like black and white.
Yeah, something like
it's-
that. And
it's
it's
shot
zooming
like-
out little by little by little. And it's like, oh man, Steven Tyler's naked. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I don't, but
Well, anyway,
Naked
Weird
in
Al
real
does
life.
that, and it's just Weird Al. There's something weird in the fridge today, and it's zooming out more and more and more, and then he's just doing it over the ugliest boxers. Like he just has his hand, like he's just like like hiding it. Like it was pretty good. And then he did a fire starter thing too.
Sounds amazing.
Prodigy.
love Prodigy. Anyways,
Big
we,
Firestarter fan. Yeah.
We have fun here.
Where's Weird Al now? I mean, I know he's not doing albums anymore, but is he still doing
He was doing a lot of acting.
music videos?
Yeah, why did he stop albums? Like
He had a 32-year contract. Well, it took it. I don't know if it was that long. It
Is
was
that
for
real?
so-
Oh,
it was for
joking.
so many albums, and it took 32 years to fulfill it.
Yeah, but he did that last album, and it was his biggest hit, I
Yeah.
think. And then like the world embraced him,
yeah.
and now he's like, that was my last album.
Well,
It's like, you won a Grammy.
I
Do
kind of
another
heard
one.
like it's better to go out on top.
Sure.
So that was his album that like hit #1 or whatever. But then some stuff about like in the modern realm of music, maybe it's better just to release stuff online and why put out a full album?
Yeah, but he hasn't done that either.
That's
so.
what I'm saying. Like, where is he? Maybe you're not doing albums, but
Yeah, he said when he did his last album, he said that doing albums were a huge pain in the ass. Like there were so many things he would have to clear and
Right.
do that by the time the album would come out, the parodies were like not relevant. It's like, oh, that song came out like a year ago,
Yeah.
So he said like I'll definitely do singles. Like you'll hear from me again and I'll do a single. But the only thing he's put out is he did like a Hamilton medley like a
God.
couple years ago, and that's
Wow.
it. So I was just like, okay, if you're gonna do a single, where is it? I don't.
making fun of Hamilton, bro, that ain't cool.
It wasn't. It was
low-hanging
just
fruit.
he does his like polka medleys.
Oh, yeah,
like, he
it-
did it
yeah,
for
he
all
just-
the songs in that.
Yeah. So he just covered them as a
Yeah.
cover.
I love Weird Al. If I went to another dimension where the polka medleys never existed, I would be okay.
Really?
You know,
I like those.
Really?
I used to be that way, Derek.
know,
and
I'm just asking.
100% of the time skip them.
Yeah.
Always skip them.
Yeah.
And now that I'm older, I appreciate them a lot more. than
Yeah,
used to.
I like him.
Yeah.
Well,
They're not too
truth
bad.
be told, I haven't listened to a Weird Al album in many
Listen
years.
to like the 90s polka one or whatever
Yeah.
he did. And it's like, you know what?
Is
Okay.
it because those songs are nostalgic to you?
Yes. And also because like,
Maybe that's it. Yeah.
oh, I was gonna say also because like I didn't really know the songs then. Like they were just like a song maybe I hadn't really heard of.
Yeah, and it's like, well, this isn't that funny. Like, what are these?
Yeah, but now I know the song very well, and it's like, oh, he's doing this song. Oh, okay, I get it.
Garrett, what's your take?
I always kind of looked at Weird Al as like, I'd appreciate this on the radio, but I'm not buying this album. Because with most comedy CDs, yeah, I'd get it, listen to it once, and then it's like, all right, that's on the shelf. I never take it back down. I don't think I've ever paid for a Weird Al concert. I think I've been to the fair.
The fair, that's where I saw him too.
He was playing always, so it was like, okay, let's check out Weird Al. That
I
was
saw him a couple times at the fair. Yeah, to be real about my own CD collection, I had Bad Hair Day, and that was about it. And then I heard some stuff on like Napster. But for comedy albums, I had to go with, The Sandman.
Yeah, I went
Adam
with Sandman too.
Sandler.
Yeah.
I had like 5 of those comedy albums. I wish I got more into Jerky Boys. I think, well, maybe I would like that now. I'm not sure. That's something I never touched as a kid, but was always like vaguely aware of.
Oh yeah, they're all online.
I feel like that's more your style, Garrett, of comedy CDs.
Yeah, I love the actual like stand up CDs that I had. Like I was obsessed with Dennis Leary when I was that age. So I had all the No Cure for Cancer and all his like stand up specials. And then the stuff that we would get on Kazaa and Napster, it was always usually like labeled wrong. But that's where we found like Brandon D. Camilla's prank, all the CKY prank calls, the Longmont Potion Castle prank calls, even the Jerky Boy stuff that would be like mislabeled as CKY stuff. That's where I heard a lot of that. But yeah, the great thing is like there's hours of compilations on YouTube now if you ever want to look that shit up.
Yeah, I never really thought about it. I do like Weird Al, but as far as like comedy albums, he's kind of like the king, but I think I listen to other people's albums more often. Personally.
Well, you mentioned listening to Weird Al on Napster. Problem is, you don't know if that was Weird Al or not. It could have been. If you're listening to What If God Smoked Cannabis, that might not be him.
That was
him. It was Kazaa that was more the issue with that. Napster was relatively reliable. Kazaa was the Wild West.
Where they would just mislabel
Yeah,
shit.
they would just label shit. That was a nightmare. Every band put out Teenage Dirtbag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I saw that. Do you remember that song by the New Radicals? Like,
Oh,
How'd it go?
yeah.
I heard that they're going to perform that. They're coming out of retirement to perform that at the inauguration.
Oh,
How does it go?
Johnny. Let's talk about the inauguration. Johnny gave me some news yesterday. He out of nowhere, he goes, yo, Joe Biden just dropped his inauguration mixtape.
Whoa.
And MF Doom is on it. And
yeah.
I was like,
What?
what the fuck
I
are
heard
you
of that
talking
too.
about?
Didn't they not let him in the country for a while?
He's dead now.
Well, I know he's dead, but yeah, like they wouldn't
MF
let him
Doom
back
got
in
deported.
for years. I don't know.
Whoa.
Yo, so
He has
what-
a mixed
So was the New Radicals on that?
I don't know. I have no idea. But I know that I saw a headline, New Radicals performing that song, Get What You Give. I don't fucking remember what it's called.
Johnny
Only
said
get
this
what
to
you
me, and I
give.
was like, what is the Joe Biden inauguration mixtape? Is this what Joe Biden like listens to get hyped
Dude,
before he's
during the
inaugurated?
speeches, mute that and put the mixtape on is what they want
Yeah.
you to do.
Because he doesn't do any like vocalization on these beats, so how's it his mixtape?
All joking aside, and we will resume joking, this thing was announced, but I don't know what the context for this is. Where is this music being played? I don't know. What's the point of it? I don't know.
Maybe like before the inauguration when people are just like gathered, although I don't think that's going to happen.
Nobody's allowed to gather.
Yeah, well,
It's all like they're
maybe
saying
while
watch
you're
it
in like the
online.
virtual waiting room to watch it,
Oh,
they're playing this
You know what I would love?
mixtape.
Play that playlist, but I want a live stream. I want to see Joe Biden listening to it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Does Joe Biden have a dat piff or what? What's going on?
Until I see Joe Biden listening to this music, I don't fucking believe it. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
Does he listen to this? I don't buy
I
it.
want him on inauguration to walk up to the podium with AirPods on, just like, sorry, what? Yeah, you guys got to listen to that. Here, I'll send it to you guys. And he texts every American. He uses the presidential alert to
Yes.
send him a
Yeah.
Spotify link or whatever.
Is there any way to pull up what some of those songs are?
Look
Let's
it up.
move
Let
on,
me.
but yeah, pull that
well,
up.
Hey, I got some plugs to do. Let me do
Yeah,
them, and
do
you
'em.
could look it up while I do them. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Let's do that. Okay, guys. Johnny's going to look up this presidential mixtape. We're so excited.
You gotta
It's
know.
going to be off the chain. He's going to look up that SoundCloud right now. But in the meantime, I want to tell you about our wonderful sponsor tonight. That's right. A lot of people are asking, you got this sponsor lined up for the new year. I like what they're all about. Are they coming back? Oh, they're coming more than once. That's
Whoa.
right.
Ooh.
Tanga,
Oh!
our sponsor, Tanga. They are back. You too can get a wonderful, pleasurable item from them.
You can.
Adults only. Kids, if you're watching this, you shouldn't have watched this.
Can I say something about Tanga?
yes.
And I know my comments
Shouldn't have
are
watched
sometimes controversial. I'll try to keep this
Oh, careful.
PC. We were contacted by the Tanga Corporation, by the higher ups, Mr. Tanga himself. And he was very pleased.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the way over in the land of the rising sun.
Yeah.
They now know the name Mega64. In the Tanga factory, they know the name Mega64.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the Tanga corporate rooms, they know the name Mega64.
Yes.
And it's because of you at home.
Yeah.
Y'all been going ham on that Tanga link. They
yeah.
are very happy.
Yeah.
So they wanted to double down on the Tanga promotion. And I just want to say thank you to everybody out there for
Yeah.
supporting us,
But here's the thing.
for supporting
If-
Tanga, and for supporting yourself.
Yeah,
Yes.
if they're happy, we're happy, and I know you're happy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody wins.
Who loses? Literally no one.
Exactly. They
Win,
really-
win, win.
But
They
I-
really did reach out to us after Christmas and say, hey, even though the sponsorship had ended for a time because we were off
Sure.
for however long, people kept ordering. So
Oh, yeah. And
Hey.
in the halls of Tanga, in between the squishing and the sloshing
Yeah.
of the testing areas, the name Mega64 echoes.
yeah.
Mega64. Another Mega
And I will
64.
not rest until there is a Mega 64 Tanga product somewhere.
Oh,
I don't
think
know what
that's
it
a
will
good
be.
idea.
I think that's in the cards.
I think we could do
gotta
it.
be.
I think if you guys keep clicking that link and buying stuff, I think we could do it.
You
That'd
know,
be
Yeah.
great.
yeah.
So be sure to do that. We have a special link. Click that. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's in the info, but click that link, order away there. And thank you for supporting the show, both you, the audience, and Tanga. We couldn't have done it without you. Get yourself a pleasurable, wonderful adult item for yourself, and you will thank yourself.
Yeah.
And
Get the
we
disposable
thank you.
ones.
Yeah. I crack a new egg. There's nothing like the feel of a fresh cracked
Yeah.
egg.
Get the
Yeah.
6-pack of disposables and get 3 of them. Get 3 packs.
Stock up. Winter
Well,
is
yeah,
coming.
It is.
Well, at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you to them. And then I want to let you know about shop.mega64.com. Another great, you know what? I'm willing to say tonight, the second best online marketplace next to Tanga, but just as pleasant because we've got great apparel, great content in the form of Blu-rays, in the form of you name it, it's on there. And we've got a lot of good stuff. This Friday, we put up for pre-order. It's still up right now. A brand new sweatshirt. We got the Mega64 X Kineko sweatshirt and the Track Dad hat. Those are 2 of the hottest items. They're flying. The pre-orders are still up for now. I don't know when they're going to come down. A little later this week. Watch our Twitter and we'll let you know. But those are up right now. We also got a 64-hour special. This is just some overstock from a previous printing. But we have the Feel the Power shirt.
Love this.
That was a 64-hour special last year at some point. We had some overstock from then. So this is first come, first serve. Whenever they're gone, we'll just take them down.
Get it while you can.
So get
Somehow-
those deals up on the store
Power.
now.
Those somehow didn't sell out. You're going to need to be wearing something
Yeah.
while you're enjoying your Tanga.
Exactly.
Probably going to be the Feel
And
the
that's
Power
machine
shirt.
washable.
Or maybe
Yeah.
you need something to wipe off with when you're done.
Yeah.
That could
Throw
be the,
rag.
That could be the Feel
my
the Power
God.
Hey,
shirt.
Right,
what,
sorry.
it doesn't
Either
matter to
way
me.
is a good deal.
Derek, they call that
Pick
a
it up.
catch. They call it a catch rag.
That's what they call it.
I
So-
bought what I
What?
I at the Tenacious D concert back when in high school.
Yeah.
They sold the official Tenacious D cum rag, and it had like unicorns and rainbows on it, and
Yeah.
it said that official Tenacious D cum rag, and I thought it was so fucking funny. I bought it. and then put up my wall. And my dad was like, Jesus, Sean, I don't know what you're doing here. It's like he did not like it. He didn't think it was
Yeah.
funny. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't use it. You put it on the
No,
wall.
I didn't use it. No, it was a
I
decoration.
miss that Sean.
Yeah,
We
he's
need that
cool.
guy back.
He was.
He doesn't need to
party.
be, here all the time, but maybe 20% of the time we get that Sean back.
I'll see I can go find him. I don't know though. He may be long dead.
He could be. He could be gone forever.
I'll try.
Damn.
Well, Johnny, what do you think? Do we have the mixtape results? Do you need a little more time?
I found the Spotify of it.
That works.
What are some songs on there? I just want to know what Joe
I can
Biden
just,
bumps.
Like show you, like I bring it to your screen if you want.
Cool.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Let's do that.
Can you see that,
Well,
I got that. Yeah.
or is that too small?
Okay, I can
Pick
see
Up
it.
the Pieces by Average White Band.
Okay, I like that
Seems
song.
a little on the nose.
Like that song.
I
When
think
I was-
there's a message there.
Okay. I like.
Pick Up the Pieces.
Lot
We're
I don't
talking about
recognize.
America.
Who else we got?
We got Now or Never by Kendrick Lamar, Mary J. Blige.
I'm not-
Come Together by The Internet. What?
I don't think
By the
probably
internet.
would have gone with the Beatles if I was.
Yeah, I
All right,
would've gone-
scroll down.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
scroll down.
I go the original.
Is it scrolling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going.
There's
keep
a Bruce
going.
Springsteen song on there, but no one likes Bruce
going.
Springsteen except for people who
Oh,
live in
dude.
Jersey.
Run to the Sun by NERD. That's off of In Search Of, and that song is good. That's a good song.
That's a good one?
It's a good album. So shouts out Biden.
Could
Oh.
You Be Loved by Bob Marley and the Wailers. Something about Joe Biden sitting around listening to Could You Be Loved by
I believe
Bob
that.
Marley is like
Why not?
kind of depressing to me. just Joe Biden. Could you be loved?
Yeah.
I believe I could. Could be loved. Well, children, they love me.
I like Salt and Pepper and Vogue. You got the super groups getting together for What a Man.
Oh.
And that describes Joe.
That
Again, I feel like
That's
there's some
on there?
messaging
Son,
going
you don't
on
see
there.
that number 15?
Is this
that is.
official?
This is
I got
official.
it from a article.
I feel like
Yeah.
there are some theatrics here.
And
Keep
we're-
scrolling down.
We're also forgetting that this is the president and vice president playlist.
Of
for-
course.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I
I
think this
can't
is
forget
mostly
about Kamala.
Kamala.
So maybe she's talking about her man.
Scroll
you know?
down, please. No,
No.
it's not. Not scrolling.
I don't think
Rocco,
the
do you have
cursor is over that window. You're on the wrong screen, Johnny.
There you go. You're
Yeah,
over
yeah,
it.
you're good.
Scroll
He's
down.
broken
Keep going.
blind.
Scroll a lot. Scroll a lot. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Led Zeppelin. What was that? What was the Led Zeppelin? I couldn't see.
Dude, Let It Happen by Tame Impala. Fuck yeah.
How's that
Now
song
I'm
go?
down with Joe Biden. Let it happen. Wah, wah. That bass line is so
Yeah.
sick. When that fucking Tame Impala bass line kicks in, Joe Biden starts like humping the air with the fucking finger guns. Wah, wah, doo, boo, 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 boo. I can see it, man. I'm
He's got-
smiling here. I think this playlist is working on
He's
it.
got Lovely Day, Bill Withers. That's a classic.
That is
Oh,
good.
classic song.
He's got Doobie Brothers.
Okay, but again, we're projecting this on Joe Biden. I want to see the video of him actually listening to this.
Yeah.
Curtis
And until that
Mayfield.
happens, this is all bullshit.
I want to see him run up to the podium with the hoodie on, AirPods in, sunglasses on, just like, oh, what? I was sorry. I was just I was on my
Okay.
jog.
Will you scroll down a little bit more? I just want to see what kind of round this out.
I can do it with the mouse.
No,
here.
no, he's got it. Go ahead and scroll down there. No,
Move
go-
it over, Johnny.
there
Yeah,
you go,
now
there you go,
scroll.
there you go. All right. So I see.
Make it hot, Major Laser.
Yeah. What's my age again? Blink-182.
Oh, okay.
That's a little
78.
surreal.
Old.
I kill everything I
Old.
fuck. Gigi Allen, dude.
Whoa,
Whoa.
what? That's on here?
Hermaphrodite.
Bite it, you scum. That's on here?
Who added Hermaphrodite to the bottom
Yeah, I
of
didn't
this
know he
list?
listened to Hermaphrodite.
He's got a
Jesus,
he's
Joe.
got he's got 5 different songs by Nun Slaughter.
Oh, no.
What
my
the
God.
fuck, dude?
Whoa.
Has everybody scrolled? Has this list been vetted? He's got fucking Nun Slaughter on here.
Yeah. It's
That's a
fucking-
All right,
much.
click out of this. I think we've seen enough of this playlist here.
It's like
That
a
got-
Herzog
that got
medley
freaky
at
at
the
the
end.
Or can you close it? Okay.
What's
cool.
my age again?
He really has what's my age again. You
That
you
was-
really
That was
want to
all
hear
on
that?
there. That was all on there.
You want us to tell you what your age was? Oh man.
That was fun.
He forgot.
Hey, speaking of
Yeah, he
Getting a
doesn't
little
remember.
loopy.
getting those numbers high, and the people at Tanga are pleased, but we could please the people here at Mega64 could be pleased. The people at home could be pleased. I'm going to plug the other podcast
Yes.
that I do with Johnny, Mega64 and Teen.
Please.
Yeah.
Johnny, out of nowhere, cavalierly just announced, I don't think he was thinking clearly. He said if this week's episode gets 10,000 views, he'll shave his head.
Now that's whoa.
On camera. So the episode is out now. I think it's been out for a day. It's at about 6,000 views. Are you sweating up there? A little bit. Yeah.
Johnny.
I think he said that, not thinking it would happen. And we might have to shave his head. So
Well,
go,
you
definitely
sweat
gonna make
a
that
lot
happen.
less without all that hair.
Yeah.
go check out that episode. We're more than halfway there to shaving
It's
Johnny's
number
head.
26. Is that correct?
I believe
I think so.
Yeah.
Bruce
Good
Willis.
So if Jesus, Johnny, you're fucked. That's definitely gonna happen.
Well, if everybody watching this show clicks that one, it will definitely happen.
Yep.
So that's exciting.
Wow, nice, cool, Johnny.
We put out our Evangelion video behind the scenes this week.
Oh yeah.
We talked at great lengths about making the Evangelion video, so I mean, there's probably not a lot more to say about that, but just in case you missed it, that did go out this last week.
There
It's
is
about half
something
an
that
hour.
I want to say about it, and I do want to talk about really quick your late business, which we talked about a
Can we
lot.
let it go?
Your late
I'm-
gate.
Sean,
You're
you
late
know
gate.
You made a bad
I've been
call.
a
I
good
just
sport.
want to clarify that Garrett was having a very bad week. We did the you're late thing, and I knew, and we mentioned this thing. 2 days later, we're gonna do the Tony Hawk prank on Garrett, which is why I was at the bottom of the stairwell, because I was like, it went so bad last time. I don't want to be around this time. So that, I mean,
So why'd you do the prank?
it
in
paints
first
the whole
place?
picture
I
of
just wish
what.
you'd stop bringing it
Because
up.
everyone, I got a lot of
Yeah, it's a
messages with the
non-issue.
Tony Hawk video where it's like, Sean, it's a fucking prank. You can't are you okay? Like you're stressed out way too much, which is true. But in this case, I had reason because Garrett had a full-on meltdown, and I didn't want to be around this
Like
next one.
20 minutes.
It was,
I just want to move past
what I
this point in my
realized?
life. I want to pick up the pieces and continue on
Yeah.
and not have to be constantly reminded of
Garrett-
it.
sorry. Oh my God, I'm
Did
sorry.
great. He didn't care that he was late.
Yeah.
He basically said, fuck off.
I was mad because I was
That was
mad.
it.
And then we started working.
Yeah, I was mad because I went to the wrong park and unloaded my entire truck.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh.
You didn't know that?
No, well,
I
I didn't
knew
know
you
that till
drove there,
just
but I didn't
now.
know you unloaded.
He
Every-
never
Everything-
said that.
Everything in the I was so mad. I
Oh,
don't
I
think I
knew.
even got it out to you guys at that point then. Cuz I was so upset and I was so late too because I got
you
to the
were
park,
late.
unloaded the entire contents of the cabin of the truck and the bed of the truck with
Oh my
all of the
God.
costumes.
Oh my God.
Sat it across, and there's nowhere to park at that first park I went to. So I carried it across and loaded it into the grass. And I'm waiting around 10 minutes.
Jesus.
I'm like
Now I
checking the
feel
Slack.
bad.
No one's like asking me where I am. Like, hey guys, I'm at the park. Where are you? And then we got into the communication of you're at the wrong place. So I loaded it all back in,
Oh, I did not know that part
all across the
Sean,
street, back in
of it. Now,
the truck.
Sean, knowing that, would you
That
have done that
sucks.
prank? Like,
I don't think we should have. I don't think we should have pranked him then.
yeah,
Fuck.
Sean, you read the room, bro.
Dude, who suggested that?
It's rough.
It was Kevin.
That's crazy.
Of course it was Kevin. It's always Kevin.
No, but that was I didn't know it was to that level. It was just the funniest part of it was truly that you had all the gear and equipment because
Yeah.
you went there already. We're laughing and we're debating should we prank Garrett, and then as Derek brings up, you see it in the behind the scenes. What's even better is that we literally can't do anything right now except sit and wait for him to show up so we could prank him. Like it wasn't like, oh hey, let's set up for the video and then we'll do something goofy. It was like, nope, we're all gonna sit here in a circle until he shows up. I mean, it was like this is the worst situation. It was bad. But one situation that I realized in so we put out this behind the scenes video on YouTube and it's about half an hour.
Yeah.
And then there were some extra little bits that just maybe ran a little long or it didn't fit. I put those on our Patreon. So if you want to see some extra behind the scenes footage, there's a little extra on patreon.com/mega64. So check that out.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. Just segments where it was like, okay, I think we've seen enough of this particular thing. We'll save it for that. But one thing that I noticed wasn't in either, but it was just a verbal thing. It was us retelling a story. So we could just do that now. And I think we actually might have mentioned it on our earlier podcast, how the drunk guy that pulled up in a truck,
Oh yeah.
we kind of touched on it, but we didn't go into really what he said, I don't think. But yeah, basically when we were filming that day, the same day we did the prank on Garrett, the you're late situation, we were doing the Unit 1 versus Unit 3 fight, and a dude clearly on something pulled up. Hey, is this Power Rangers? No. Looks like Power Rangers.
It's not.
No, yeah, it's not. You sure? Yep. It looks just like Power Ranger. I mean, he would just kept going and going. It was like, yeah, thanks.
He's
And
hanging out of his
He's still
truck.
like running the truck, parked next to, like right across from us. Like, yeah, anything else? I think this is Power Rangers. He just kept going to the point that we just went, yeah, we're filming Power Rangers. I knew it. And then this guy drove off, and then it was like, what was that all about? And I don't remember if it was Johnny or I think it was Johnny.
Yeah, it
It
was
was
Johnny.
like, that guy's behind the wheel of a truck right now. I was like, I didn't even
He's
think
drunk
about that.
driving.
That guy was so out of his mind, and now he's speeding. And we were like, yeah, he's like skidding out of the parking lot. It was like, oh,
Past the
shit.
playground.
Oh, no. But he was long gone.
He was long gone. By the time we made that realization.
There's a few times we've gone to the park to film something, and I come across the middle of your shift day drinker a lot at the park.
Yeah,
Parked
yeah.
under a tree with their feet up and like
Yeah.
open containers in the work truck.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like, yeah, boss doesn't know where we're at. We finished early. We're just kicking back. I see a lot of that hanging out at public parks. But that's, comes with the territory.
Those guys should go be teachers or something. Do something productive.
Go be a substitute teacher.
You know what I realized watching that video is I am way happier being on set. Well, I shouldn't say way happier. I feel like I have a more positive presence in the behind the scenes video than I do on this show.
You are, as a director, very encouraging.
Yeah.
And it feels good.
You're in your element.
Well,
and
that's good.
Even when you fuck up on, like, I say you, I mean me. Whenever, I fuck up, you break it to me very gently, where it's like, that was good, but try doing it this way. It's like, okay. It's always very positive, even though I know, like, I messed that one up. But, very positive. I think you're right.
Yeah, sometimes I look back at clips from this show and I'm like, man, I'm such a fucking dick. Why do I say this shit? The camera turns on, I start saying fucking shit I don't even mean. What the fuck? But then I watch the behind the scenes of the BTS. I'm like, there's the true me.
I feel like, honestly, like when the cameras are off and we're hanging out, that is more the real
Oh,
you.
yeah, yeah.
That
Well,
is the
that's
more real
good.
Derek.
That's good. See, this is not the real me.
Like,
What-
there's
what
a little
you-
bit of
what you're
this
seeing at home.
sprinkled in there, a little bit of flavor, but mostly it's the other one.
Yeah. I feel like we've been doing this show for so long that subconsciously I fall into a role that I developed years ago
Sure.
as like the angry, edgy character on this show. And then sometimes I get so like, is that how I am in real life? So to see the behind the scenes, and it was refreshing
Yeah.
for me. I enjoyed seeing myself in it.
It's
I
like
was
every
happy.
talent show has the angry British judge. Are you kind of like our Simon Cowell?
I am the Simon Cowell of this show, but then Simon Cowell in real life is so sweet and nice.
Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
his
he's
friends'
so, like,
wives,
really
getting them
nice.
pregnant. He's like
Yeah.
so nice.
I think
Gordon Ramsay too. He's so
Yeah.
mean on TV, and then you see
But
him in
in-
an interview. He's
yeah.
lovely.
Yeah,
That's
watch
me.
his interview with Sofia Vergara. He's the nicest fella.
I will look that up when I go home, and I'll try to be like that.
Yeah.
We're not telling Derek any
warm your heart.
good.
I think I could be wrong. I'm exactly who I am on this show. I think
No.
that
On this show?
yeah, I think so. I think I know.
Well, I was gonna say in
You heard
Ava, No.
That
No.
pickup?
Oh God, I hope not in Ava.
you.
I just feel like, quick little story. I was on another podcast recently that I don't think hasn't come out yet, called Thought Cops. It's very nice. I think Derek
Oh,
and
yeah.
Garrett have done it before. But a moment in the show, I'm like, doing the podcast, and hey, Sean, we can kind of hear the bleeding of like your speakers close to the microphone. We can kind of hear them. Like, oh, I'll fix it. And then I go to fix it, and I kick my microphone like clean off of like my desk, and like everything's unplugged,
Oh,
and
God.
everything stops working for me.
I'll fix it.
And I can hear, and I'm like, oh fuck. So I go to like plug it in, but now the computer won't recognize the mic. And I'm like, oh no. And I can hear them going, is he gone? Did we lose him? And I'm like, hello? I'm here. Hello? And it's like, in that moment, I'm trying to fix the settings and I can't. And like, I think it lasted like 4 minutes of me like really struggling. I closed Discord. I opened it back up, like trying to get in. And it's like, after it was over, I'm like, okay, I'm back. And like, okay, cool, thanks. And I'm like out of breath and like sweating and stressed. I'm like, I am my own worst enemy, and this is just who I am. Like, I can't help it. This is like, I am that person anywhere I go. So I feel like this is just who I am.
They get you.
Yeah.
I think, to be real, everybody has a on-camera persona, and I don't think it's quite the same as when they're off camera. And some people, myself included, slip into it unwittingly.
Sure.
And I think that can be said of everybody,
Oh yeah.
more or less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
the more you blur the lines. I mean, how often are we like broadcasting or recording something or behind a
Yeah.
camera?
It's
And
true.
and I would kind of like, I kind of like inflate certain parts of myself for on camera, like even just this or whatever. And I had a lot of difficulty like separating that. Like I would find myself acting a certain, like, you know what I mean?
You've
like,
talked about that before.
yeah, I had a real difficulty with that, like separating myself from the way I was on camera versus, I'd go somewhere and it's like, why was I acting like that? Like, why was I I don't know. I had a real issue with that. But
I doubt Sean's at home, like cooking the family dinner, and he's like spilling the milk and knocking the cheese on the floor, and oh no, the grease fire.
No,
And-
but when
No,
the
you should
cameras
have-
are on,
you
he
should
goes
have-
into that persona.
You
yeah,
should talk to my wife because I
Is
think
it-
that is pretty accurate of what I do.
I see you handling it like a champ.
I handle it, sure, but like I'm like kicking things across the living room I don't see and like tripping all over. Yeah, I'm just like a fucking mess.
eating muffins with maggots in them in the middle of the night.
That was so many years ago.
Sucking
That
a whole
was like
can of strawberry soda
honestly,
down.
I mean, it's so gross, but that was like 12 years ago.
How is your sleep eating?
Oh, worse than ever.
Worse than ever.
Yeah.
What? You eat it unconsciously?
Yeah, and I think
But you're so skinny. I eat consciously, and I'm fucking chubby.
I think
What the fuck?
It's worse than ever.
Yeah, because I'm stressed. I'm so
Yeah.
stressed.
Stress
And so,
adds
like,
to it, right?
Garrett, I woke up at 3 a.m. last night, stressed about what we filmed yesterday. Like,
Why?
Because I feel like I was too close to people, and I was freaking out. Like,
Yeah, I kind of had my hands up on your chest.
that moment scared me.
You know that scene or that Rolling Stone cover where Janet Jackson had someone hold her breasts?
Yeah, that was us.
That was
me.
me and Sean yesterday.
Oh.
And I did not, I was uncomfortable.
Yeah, I could tell being that close to you that I was like, I'm going to breathe really lightly. Like I'm going
And
to
you're wearing a
control-
mask. I'm wearing a mask. I
And-
get
Yeah,
it.
I
but I
think
just
you-
knew. I was like, I'm right behind Sean. I don't want Sean to hear me physically breathing down his neck. So I was like, I already know, like, Sean is freaked out. I'm this close to him. I'm touching his skin, and I'm going to breathe real calmly. Like I was doing yoga behind you that whole time.
I mean, it was a quick
fucking-
shot. It wasn't that long, but I still was like, I woke up and then I started eating because I was so stressed. And I don't remember. The thing is, I don't remember what I ate. Like I just know I ate.
I would never guess that out of everyone in this group, Sean was the stress eater. That I never would have seen coming. If someone showed me a shot from the show,
Because it sucks. He
I would've
wakes up. He's trying to make kids lunches, and there's no, fruit snacks and granola bars left.
yeah,
He's emptied them.
yeah.
But
So
it's
the kids
funny,
got to go
I'm
get KFC.
not
Wait,
funny.
so
on
how
their
do
own.
you know you were eating if you were asleep?
Yeah,
I
Find some
talked about
rappers.
this before. I don't. Maybe you weren't. I have a special trash can that I empty and set up to see what I ate the night before. And so, like, whatever wrappers are in that trash can, I know that was what I did the night before.
oh man.
This sounds like you were cursed at some point.
Hey, Derek,
It sounds like you crossed like a witch.
you might be right because I've said this. I've already told the story, and I'm sticking to it. The only time I've ever done that, where I was like eating at night and like woke up to like, oh my god, what I ate, well, was I sleepwalking? Like what was when I stayed over at Sean's. I stayed over at Sean's
What?
and I ate like a bag of Andy's,
Andy's
fucking
mints. That
What
story,
the
yeah.
I woke up and I had those wrappers everywhere. It was like the horse head scene in The Godfather. It was like
There's bad energy there.
I don't
what?
know. That's my life. Was that moment is every
so
day.
I think the curse rubbed off on me. Like there was some energy.
He's got like a dark
night-eating
cloud.
energy. Yeah, and that was on me because
Paranormal consumption.
I don't know if we ever mentioned this, and I know we talked about this to
Paranormal
death.
consumption.
People are probably sick of this
Paranormal
story.
new
of me
movie.
Sleep eating. But I do remember that. I think it was Eric or Brian. I don't remember which. Let's say it's Eric. But I remember I was sharing a room with them for a convention, and they said that they woke up, and I was in the corner like this. You want to zoom out, Kevin? I was like this.
Golem.
Oh my God!
You're like
precious.
a golem.
And they were like, Sean, go to bed. So, like, I would stop.
Who did that? Who said this?
Eric.
It was Eric or Brian, one of those I was sharing a
Go to
room
bed.
with.
Stop eating. What were you eating?
Stop eating. Go to bed. I'm like, okay. And I did it. But it's like, it looked like I was a little like possum. Like,
Squirreling away for the
Why
winter.
that like kind of really horrifies me.
Yeah.
That really makes me uncomfortable.
me too. You're telling, it's terrible.
I just think we
You
got
were
to get him
you were in possum
de-stressed.
mode.
I'm worried about the buildup of stress. I mean, it's bringing out all the things he normally does, like the sleep eating and the
Yeah, Sean, you need to.
Yeah, Sean,
You
why
ever-
are
you
you
ever
so
bang it out or
stressed?
anything?
You don't
I
like
take a
chill.
Tanga home.
Sleep eat those.
Relax.
No one wants to hear about my stress
Yes,
anymore.
sleep, eat those edibles.
I purposely hid those far away from my pantry of food.
Why? No.
Because I didn't want to eat like a whole bag of them.
Maybe you need to
Yeah.
go on a voyage somewhere.
You need
No
a shock
way.
to the system. It'll kind of reverse your chemistry permanently.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
anyways,
shakabuku.
my stress is boring to people, but it's like next level right now. So
Yikes.
we'll get through it, right?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know, man.
The last thing that I'll say about
Stress
it,
kills.
the last thing that I'll say about it is that Emma is in high school taking psychology, and she always gives me flashcards to quiz her on whatever she's taking. And right now she's doing like disorders, and she's like, "Here's the card for anxiety," and she's like, "Turn over and like to see what the symptoms are." I'm like, "Is this like? Are you trying to tell me something, or like?" Because this is literally everything that is me. Like, are you trying to help me? I don't know what this is.
Maybe you have an anxiety disorder.
I probably do.
I should go
Nah,
see a
Let's see.
doctor.
Couldn't be.
Anxiety flashcard. Flip it over here. Thinks he doesn't look good when shaved. Sleep eats.
Sunglasses everywhere.
Hates wearing shoes.
Loves Padres.
My shoes, back to me last thing. I've been so good, and even this summer now,
You have.
I wear shoes.
Wow.
I have
Clean
changed
Hey, you
my
have
ways.
turned a new foot on that.
Fully.
Yeah.
Fully.
New foot forward.
Because I know that Derek hates it, and I respect my friend, and I think
Oh, it's not just me.
I know it's not, but I know, but I do it for you.
Okay,
I do it for
thank
just
you.
you.
Thank you.
Okay, I would have liked if you did it for me too, but
Nah, fuck
I'll
off.
take it.
I'm cool with your feet, Sean.
Good.
I like every part of it.
Well, I think that brings us to the end of this episode.
I had something else I wanted to say.
Okay, final thoughts with Rocco.
No, this isn't a final thought.
Oh my
It's just
God.
a-
We're just getting warmed up.
Oh, I brought up going on a voyage, and it just reminded me. Today there was a news story today about this was cracking me up. Someone found an old recording that they thought was lost. Back in the day when Stanley Kubrick was working on 2001: A Space Odyssey, he had a lot of different people commission music. He had one composer, I think his name is Alex North, do a complete score. Like there is a full score to that movie, original score. That, okay, while he's working on that, I'll use this temp music. And so for temp music, he used classical.
Okay.
And then as he kept working on it, it was like, I think I'm going with the classical. Like that seems to fit the theme of the movie. And so this poor dude finished the score, and it was like, yeah, I'm not going to use that. That's been released in subsequent years. But there was a news story today that they found a recording of, he commissioned an original song, like a vocal song.
Oh, wow.
And I think it's called 2001 Garden of Personal Mirrors. I think that's the name of the song. And they were
Okay.
like, yeah, we thought this recording was lost. But now we put it out. It's on Apple Music, Spotify, all this stuff. That song is the biggest piece of shit you've ever heard. I want everyone out there, go listen to this song.
What is
And
it called?
It's called 2001
Garden of
A
Your Own
Garden
Personal
of
Mirrors.
Personal Mirrors.
Okay, I'll find it.
It is it's like a rough demo with a piano, and it is like you'll think that they pranked you. It is like 2001. 2001, they'll say. 2001, they'll say. I mean, it is like, this cannot be real. It's like someone looked at the poster and was like, I'm just going to improv a song.
Yeah.
It is like one of the worst songs I've
So
ever
Stanley
heard.
made the right choice.
Yeah. And so all these news stories are like, you know, this is a real incredible find. You know, these musicians thought they lost it. What should we do with it? And it's like, dude, bury it.
Dump it online.
And I think they put it out everywhere. Like it's got like single artwork and everything. Like it'll be a big like, whoa, this is going to be a big new track or whatever. It is, you will die. At least I did. Maybe it's not that funny to other people, but I was dying laughing. 2001, they'll say. 2001. I mean, it is like they're just riffing on the title. They don't, there's nothing about the movie in it. They're just riffing on the title. An Odyssey across space. I mean, it's like a 5-year-old came up with it. So anyway, I hope that's not too insulting to the songwriters 50 years ago.
No, they love that review.
I don't know if they're
That
watching
was
this.
Josh Homme's grandfather who wrote that.
Oh, no.
That's on, is that on Joe Biden's mixtape? No?
He can add it.
2021, they'll say.
I don't
Anyway.
want to keep talking about the Mega64 scene, but Johnny showed me a video of these guys doing a cover of Metallica that we ripped into. Like, we fucking shit all over it.
Yeah.
And then somebody emailed us like, yo, that's the guitarist from King Crimson and his wife.
Oh, no.
Oops.
They must be old.
They were.
Oh, I bet. Oh, shit.
We were like, who the fuck are these losers? Blah, blah, blah. Yikes. I take it all back. Anyways, yeah, you never know who wrote that 2001 song. Could be a famous composer.
Yeah,
They
that could have been like
say.
the Killers. Or
Mike
something.
Kaplan and Naomi Gardner.
See,
Okay.
I'm down with the lost music from Sonic the Hedgehog that Michael Jackson did. Like, give me
Yeah.
that. That shit rips.
It's so funny because as a kid, I knew. It was weird to me because I'd play Sonic 3 and it was like, and I remember thinking like, this is the same kind of sounds you'd hear on a Michael Jackson. I thought that as a kid.
Yeah.
Like these are the same instrumentations as like a Michael Jackson album. Like that's really, how are they doing that? And how are they whatever? And then, yeah, you find out later, Homeboy worked on it and took his name off of it because he didn't like the sound quality of the Sega Genesis.
The chip.
So yeah.
Chip wasn't good enough.
Can I?
Yeah.
Michael Jackass.
Oh,
No, he's gonna see this.
king of poop.
I had no.
Wait,
Tag
king
team
of yeah, poop. That's good because you just had
Put
Yeah,
him-
1-0.
hey,
So
one.
simple.
Put them together. Michael Jackass, king of poop.
Dude, that's a Wacky Packages card right there.
That's it. Garbage Pail Kid.
It so is.
Joe Bidet.
Oh, like a French
they're gonna
toilet.
censor. They're gonna censor us.
What's up with those fucking Frenchies and their stupid toilets?
Oh no! Don't say that. Now we're
Joe,
censoring.
wait.
Paris.
Joe
Ooh.
bites it. Bite it.
Yeah,
Biden.
Joe.
Biden.
Joe Mama. No,
That's good though.
Joe.
Workshop that.
Biden.
Joe. By then, I hope. No, I got nothing. I got
Joe.
zilch.
Can
By then, Camilla will be.
Can my love handle
hairy ass.
handle it? I'm still working on that one.
Yeah, that.
Camel.
Believe it or not, that one's not finished product.
Camel. Hairy ass.
Still working on. Give me a second. Come back to me.
Camel face, hairy ass.
Johnny, for Tuesday, do artwork for all these, like
Fuck you.
their Cabbage Patch
How dare
kids,
you?
or what are they called?
How dare you say that about my dear Camilla?
Garbage
Camel
Pail.
face.
She's a cop. It's fine.
Fuck you.
Garbage
Wait.
Pail Kids cards. Just
Yeah.
do full color artwork for all of them, like their cards.
Don't do this to him. Don't say cards on Johnny.
Can't wait for next week.
Can I say one last thing?
I guess.
One last thing. I want to just let everyone know, if you don't know, this week we put out the last episode of version 2
It's all
on our Patreon, which was the second season of our original half-hour show we did in the early 2000s. So now the whole show is on there, plus version 1, which was the first season. So you could watch 2 full seasons
Wow.
of our original show. It's on patreon.com/mega64. They've all been like remastered. They look the best they ever had. And now you can watch all those on there. So I just want to let people know in case you didn't.
Yeah.
There's still going to be more like bonus features coming. But if you join tier 2 or 3, you can watch those, and
should
you
do
could
it.
binge. You can binge watch now. Now there's enough episodes where you could say you could binge watch.
And
So
then
those
wait
are
for
on there.
Wait for version 3.
Yeah, version 3 episodes will be on there very soon. So
We've waited
stay
for
tuned.
so long.
That's
I'm
cool.
so happy this is all coming
Yeah.
to fruition.
That's cool.
People
So
have
I just-
asked.
I just wanted to let people know about that, and other extra stuff too is on there. But yeah, that's all. I just want to get that out there.
Yeah, I think that's the end of the show.
Yeah.
The best Camel Terrorist.
Oh, no.
Best I can come up with.
Wow, that's a good one.
I had 2 minutes. That's the best I could do.
Cra-
You thought about that one. That was locked. That was good.
Cramela hair. Cramela parasite. Cramela.